Okay, this is gonna be a YouTube tutorial for how I make this little ghost. Okay, this is gonna be a YouTube tutorial for how I make this little ghost. He's definitely very chunky and cute, and yeah, it's pretty easy and no sew. Okay, and I have a free pattern on my Instagram for this, so you can follow along with the instructions on there, but I'll also like tell you them on here. And then I also have a paid pattern on, like a paid version of it on my Etsy for anyone that wants the PDF version. Cool, so I'm using the Sweet Snuggles Light white yarn and a 5.5 hook. If you're using Premier Parfait, I'd recommend going down a size to a 5 or even like a 4.5, but this one tends to be a little bit bigger. And okay, so we're going to start off with a magic ring. So I use the 2-chain method, so I chain 2, and then in the first chain I'm going to go ahead and single crochet 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now I'm going to go ahead and increase in each stitch. So I'm going to have 16 at the end of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now I'm going to do 2 rounds of single crochet. So since the round size is like 16 stitches, that's just going to be 32 stitches going all the way around. Move this guy a little. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's one round. I'm going to go ahead and do the next round. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32. Cool, now I'm going to go ahead and do the round where we're going to add in the little arms. So I'm going to single crochet 2, and then now you're going to do a bobble stitch. So you're going to wrap around your hook, go in, come out, that, so kind of like half of a double crochet, and then we're going to repeat that process until we have like 4 times, until we have 5 like loops left on our hook, and then you're going to go through all of them. And then now we're gonna single crochet 5, I believe. Yeah, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then now I'm gonna do another one. Another bobble stitch, sorry. 3 and 4. And then go through all of them. And then now I'm gonna finish off by single crocheting 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and do 2 more rounds of single crochet. So I'm going to do 32 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 16, another round, so 17, 18, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32. So now we're going to do another round of single crochet, but we're just going to do a decrease at the end, and that's just so that we have 15 stitches at the end of this round. So I'm going to go ahead and do the 14 single crochet first. 2, 3, 4, 5, oops, gosh, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, and 14, and now I'm going to go ahead and do a decrease. So I'm going to have 15. I'm going to be using size 10 eyes because I like the eyes being pretty big. And then if this is kind of like the middle round of where the arms are, I'm going to go one above that, so kind of like along with the top line of the arms. And then I'm going to go one over to the right from kind of like right over the arm. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side, but on this side it is going to be a little closer to the arm just because of like it's impossible to do it like unless you want to make them super close together, but it still looks even at the end, which is like what you want. But yeah, you can, that's totally like to taste, you can do it how you like. And then I'm gonna push in the eyes, and here we're gonna go in the front loops only for the rest of the round, and we're gonna kind of add on the really pretty like little frills. I really like those. So we're going to be going in the front loop only, and then we're going to be doing like kind of a pattern of 3. So we're going to repeat that pattern of 3 5 times. So in the very first front loop stitch, we're going to be doing 3 stitches. We're going to be doing a single crochet and then a half double crochet, which is you loop over, you go in, you come out, and then go around and through all 3 loops on your hook, and then we're going to do a single crochet. All in that same first loop. So now that we've done that, I'm going to slip stitch into the next stitch and then skip the next one fully. Okay, and then we're going to start with the next one. And now I'm going to repeat this process. So in the first I'm going to do a single crochet, a half double crochet, and another single crochet, and then slip stitch, and then skip the next stitch, and then in the stitch after that, same thing, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, and slip stitch, skip, and repeat. I played around with adding more frills, but I feel like this was like the perfect amount so that it didn't look too strange, because you know it's supposed to look like a blanket. There we go. So once you are on that last one, so I just did my slip stitch, and then I'm going to be skipping over that kind of like in your head, and then we're going to be going into those back loops that we left from this round. And in those back loops we're going to be doing single crochet and then decrease. So I'm going to look for that first one. I would recommend that you like save that when you're doing it, but it's also not a big deal if you miss a few here. I feel like I mean, I always say this, like, don't take it too seriously. Like, I feel like as long as you're close, it's okay. Especially with a white yarn like this, it can be kind of hard to see where those like loops are, but if you just like press the folds back, you should be able to see what those loops, where those loops are. And yeah, we just want to make sure that there aren't like too many gaps. And this is definitely kind of hard for me to do on camera because of this lighting, but okay, there. And then yeah, so we're doing single crochet, and then we're going to do a decrease. Oops. Oh gosh. And then, okay, and then another single crochet, and then another decrease. And then we're going to keep doing that all the way around until we have done that 5 times, so we should have 10 stitches left. And again, it's not the biggest deal here if you like miss one. You don't want to miss too many because then you might have some gaps or something, but yeah, cool. So yeah, I've kind of come back around here, and this last one is always one that's hard to see. Okay, And then I'm going to slip stitch back into our first stitch that we did. So this is kind of what it's looking like, and yeah, awesome. And then I'm going to cut off my yarn and follow out. Awesome. Second, and I'm going to go ahead and add my stuffing. Okay, so I'm adding my stuffing. Cool, and then I'm going to sew the ends closed. So to do that, I have like a method that I like, which is I go through the front loop of the next stitch and then the back loop of the stitch after that, and I kind of alternate that process, and I find that this just does better of making it closed, but you can of course close it however you'd like. So just going front loop, back loop, all the way around. Cool, and then I'm gonna pull it closed and then just kind of sew in this end. And I'm gonna come out over here. And if you're gonna add blush, now is the time that we're gonna do that. And I'll just, might as well show you how I do that. So I'm using this like pretty coral color for the blush. And take about this much. Probably don't even need that much, honestly. I'm gonna go in maybe over here, and then I'm gonna come out like as close to the eye as possible, because we want to go like right under the eye. That's when I feel like it looks the cutest. And then go from there. So I'm gonna come out like right here, and then go right under the eye and kind of loop back like that. And then you can like check how it looks. You don't need to like stick with it if you don't like it. And then I like to do another one, and then that's how you can kind of get like, you know, even closer to like where you want it to be. So I want it to be right under. You can also adjust it a bit. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. So I'm gonna go through once, and then I'm gonna go through again, hoping it'll be a little bit more up than where it's at right now. Cool. Awesome, I think that's pretty cute. And then I'm gonna go back in and kind of come out where my other ends are. Awesome. Oh, and I should have taken all three of these ends in the same spot, but I left this guy over here, so I'm just gonna move him over. Cool, and then now I can trim these ends a bit, knot these all together. Awesome, and then I'm going to trim these ends just a little bit more. And stuff all of this into my plushie. Cool. And there we have it. We have another little ghost, and I just think that these work up so quick and look so cute together. And yeah, that's it. And yeah, that's it. I hope this video was helpful, and if you enjoyed, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe. Still feel like a very new channel, and I've just started out making videos on here. And then you can also find me as Crochet with a Shrew on Instagram and TikTok. Okay, bye. Bye.